Hi, welcome back to High Time. Welcome back to Elevated Times, where today I got another video, and I wanted to share it all with y'all because I like sharing my videos with the internet and the interwebs and all the interconnected people inside the webs. Um, I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I got some brain damage. But it's okay because we all are here and we're all enjoying the time we spent together, and that's all that matters. Anyways, welcome back to Hi. Welcome back to Elevated Times. I am still getting used to that name. I had High Time News as my name for quite a while, and it is not an easy thing to switch off of. I have an old Western accent. I don't know where it came from. Might be the brain damage. It's more like a hillbilly redneck mix. Or that make like vanilla swirl. Nah, man. Everyone says that I should do stand up. I don't see it. I'd rather just chill. But, like, honestly, writing jokes for stand up routines be a difficult, but it would be pleasurable. You know, I don't know. I just make up shit at the spot. So I don't think that I'm really that great of a comedian. Real comedians write jokes. I just say what I'm thinking at the moment. And I don't know if that's gonna be a great stand-up routine. I'm just yes-ending the audience. Guess that's what a lot of other people do, though. So maybe it wouldn't be that bad. I just found my hat. It smells so good. Oh, it smelled awful earlier. I just like the way it makes my hair look. Makes it all frizzy as fuck when I put it on. Man, that redneck vibe really kicking it now. Gotta get it into third gear. I'm gonna go take a hit off my pipe shaman. I'll take y'all with me. So, as y'all can see, as you can see, I got this I got this done pretty much. Most of it is out of the way, and soon I'll get the rest of it too. I'm wearing my American flag to blend in with the crowd. As you can see, there's millions of people here, all watching, making sure I'm making America proud. So obviously I can't do anything bad over the watchful eye. The collective is here with me. I got him right here. This is the collective. This is my cat, Odie. He's a sweetheart, a little bit rebellious. Looks just like Odie. But this ain't Odie. This is a Wendigo I caught about a week ago. Out here in the Mercedes Desert. So that was a personal viewing on for my OnlyFans. Only those people get to see me at lower half. So you got a premium shot right there. Premium. Anyways, welcome back to Elevated Times. This is my third time introducing myself. And today, I'm just chilling. It's really hot today. I got work backed up for next week, hopefully. And right now, I'm just chilling, taking my time to myself. Dreading getting my teeth fixed because I got hella cavities. I grew up in the city. I don't know where this Western accent's coming from. I always like cowboys, so maybe that's where it's from. I got like a lot of other voices I like to use. This is my nerd voice. This is the voice I talk about when I'm talking about quantum mechanics. and relativity and the spacing between time where nothing exists. I also like using this voice whenever I'm mocking a child. Because there's nothing that's funner than mocking somebody else. No, I mean, we all get mocked at some point. It's okay. I think that, honestly, bullying is made to be much bigger of a deal than it is. I think a little bit of bullying builds character. I think that people that never encounter it, or like people that don't know how to take it, definitely end up shooting themselves in the foot by doing so. That's why I think it's good for kids to tease each other, so long as they know the limits. There's a difference between teasing somebody and bullying them. And it's a thin line to cross, that is for sure. So you gotta know what you're doing, gotta know the kid, gotta know the person you're talking to. But whenever I tease and whenever I make jabs, I tend to make them at the core of your personality, so it definitely fucks with people in a way that most other people just cannot do. So I tend to keep myself timid. Try not to make too much of commotion. Say like one thing that got people fucking itching their balls for a week, you know? Yeah, I can make up things. I can talk. My therapist said I was autism. I don't know about no artisanal sandwiches, but I said, ma'am, if I'm autism, then call me an artist. Because I got the spectrum. No, that was awful. No. Also, I went to go get a psych eval. The dude said that I had like a split personality. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he could be referring to. I'm getting second link waves from the cosmonauts right now in space, and they're telling me that shit was bullshit. It's completely wrong. I really don't know what they're talking about. Man, I should work on my voices. It's been so long since I've even used any of them. I used to have a robot voice where, like, it just sounded like a robot, like, straight up. Got a duck voice, got a goofy voice. I used to have a Mickey Mouse voice. You know those main three characters? Gotta love them. The big main three no one talks about. That'd be a good D&D campaign. Just get 3 people in there. One of them is like mimicking the powers of Mickey Mouse. He's got that magic wand energy. We got another one in there, a brute. We'll call him the Dove. We know who we talking about. Anyways, yeah, no, make him a war veteran, give him a rage boost, make him part barbarian. And then we got Goofy, our minstrel over there. He is straight up luck personified. Absolute klutz, wins every time. Gets all the girls, get all them bitches. I might load this a little bit more, smoke me a little bit more weed. Thank y'all for coming to this episode of Elevated Times where I got high and hopefully you got high too. I don't know about the contact high through the screen, but I'm sure it's there. Nah, this is just me fucking falling on myself for like 10 minutes as I try to make a video. I didn't talk about anything worth talking about. Thank y'all for letting me waste 10 minutes of your time. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. I guess I'm fucking weird. it is what it is. Make a lot of really emotional videos, and then I make some of these timepieces. Nah, there's a lot of real shit going on right now. I don't know if I posted the video talking about it, but they fucking they took out the Department of Defense therapy, basically. So I forget how to describe it, but I feel like it definitely breaks down internal strength, because what they did was they got rid of release benefits for the military. They just cut them off, which isn't the first time that's happened. It's just like, really, they cut off their therapy supply so they can't fucking get medication. So like, we got a bunch of vets out there right now in the midst of all this bullshit that's happening that just lost their medication. So they're seen as like people's right to like gay marriage and shit's being taken away. And I guarantee those vets had gay friends. Just saying. And they're seeing all this other shit too, as they're having flashbacks about being in war and killing people and being shot at. You know what I mean? So, as all these environmental stressors are pushing in on them, they just lost their therapy. So they lost the one, like, stable ground. You know, they got family and shit, but that shit didn't help the vets that came before them, and I don't think it's going to help them now, especially with all the people that are just like, oh, well, you just clearly don't work hard enough. Or, like, I'm sure there's a lot of empathetic people, especially people that have vets in their family, that are looking at this shit and being like, wow, I can't believe this happened. But, like, it's part of socialism to give military vet members mental health security, which I don't really think that should count. Like, socialism is a word we describe whenever we have social programs, right? So that's like giving money to the hungry, like the youth. And I think that there are certain things that require social programs, like, for example, like family insurance. There should be social programs for that. Like, there are, but there should be more robust and just go to every single person that has family. I think that there should be like more encouragements for like stable families, because they care so much about two people being together. Then they should give grants to families that aren't like single parents, and then they should give different release benefits for people that are single parents. So like, I don't know, it encourages people to get married, right? That's like the whole point, is encouraging people to do stuff. We don't have to force them to do things, but we will encourage it, make it easier for them if they did do such a thing. Yeah, no, like, I don't think, because right now they're banning gay marriage, so I personally think that it should extend for both, but that's personal. Other people's policies are going to need to look different. So in order to make that happen, we would have to first do what we are continuing to doing, which is making it more socially acceptable through like social media and shit. But at the same time, we have to make it less of a romantic issue and more of a factual issue. You know what I mean? So the fact is, some people are gay. Okay? The fact is, they're not different from anybody else. The fact is, they need help. The fact is, everyone that has a family needs help. There's certain things that should be free. Like, for example, children should have a free pass for therapy. Just across the board. I don't think adults should, but children definitely should. And in a better society, people will be able to afford things like therapy, because what is therapy besides a first world problem? There should be release benefits for that. This isn't something that is going to help the social economic system in a direct way. However, people that are more well informed, people that go to therapy, are more attached to their emotional needs, will be able to make better purchases. They'll be able to make more informed decisions. They'll be able to control themselves better in a work environment. They'll be able to push for their goals more vigorously. Stuff like that, you know? Simple shit. I know, I just was wanting to like make something a little bit political. It's my channel, you know? gotta make it about politics somehow. But no, like stuff like that would be like a simple social program that I think over the long term would show many benefits to society as a whole. Um, there needs to be a way for people to talk about. So like, there's this thing in therapy where people take an oath where they take like a vow of silence. They'll only talk about people on the case, and if they talk about your case with anybody else, they'll leave your name out, basically. So it's the OSHA fucking document. I forget what it's called, but that's what it is. OSHA violations? No, that's a different thing. Miranda rights, that's whenever they read your rights to you. Thank you, Arizona. Rep it from where you are. That's what I say. No, we are all here in America and in the world, and we gotta fucking act like it. There is no other, just a bunch of people trying to fucking do their shit. This pipe is done. I need to stir the bow or something. Bowl. No, I can think of a bunch of other social programs that would help out general society a lot more, as well as increasing economic wealth in the long term. However, I have to be the president for that. And if I was doing what Donald Trump was doing, the world would already be becoming a better place. I don't know, man. The tariffs are good, but they're also really not well actioned on. They're just kind of across the board tariffs, which I understand. However, I would have tried to like increase the value of making stuff here. So not increase the value of it, but yeah, essentially, you would have them increase their tariffs. So whenever they buy stuff from us, they have to pay more. Actually, no, that's not how tariffs work at all. So whenever you increase a tariff and someone buys from this country, they have to pay more for it. And vice versa, whenever we go... Wait, no. So the way a tariff works... Sorry, I'm high. A tariff works by essentially putting a tax on the goods we import from a place. So whenever we increase tariffs, we increase the amount companies have to pay for it to get those goods from those places. So it encourages, hopefully, people to start trying to figure out ways to produce those goods here. However, there are certain things that we can't find here in big supplies like we can in other places, such as oil and other things like that. So to increase a tariff on all things like that, including like oil, which I'm not exactly sure, but if it's across the board, then oil is one of them. You increase the price for all things in America because we have to buy those products from other places. If you can make those products here, that would make it cheaper for the long term, also increasing the amount of jobs here. However, you can't do that for everything. And so it increases the price generally for everything, which is why everything's so expensive right now. Because whenever countries buy stuff from us, they increase their tariffs because right now we're in a trade war. Whenever they buy stuff from us, it's more expensive too. So now the stock value of stuff is rising and like going down, and it's really chaotic. So it's literally chaos in the stock market right now, supposedly. I'm not a fucking mathematician, nor am I a stockbroker, so I don't know these things, but I'm only assuming from the facts that I have and my minimal knowledge on business and marketing, because I went to school for a couple years. Not very long, but most of my life gave it down to school, which school is great, but there's a lot of problems with school, and I'm sure if you've seen any of my other videos, you know what I mean. But yeah, no. That would help. Better education would help. Increasing the amount of money we spend on families, basically. I feel like this is like the base of society, right? Obviously. Would be the families that are within that society that end up taking over the society at one point. At some point, hopefully. This is how societies can change and allow for growth, because it's unhealthy for a society to try to be the same forever. But yeah, no, sorry. But yeah, no. There's other shit too that we can do that would help the people that are alive today, such as in like we got rid of the suicide hotline. We fired like half the people there. These are all just like really bad decisions for like the general most of America. Like you can't make people stronger by taking away all the defenses. I mean, you can like an iron and steel type of way, but at the same time, people are not iron and steel. We're flesh and bone and fucking fucked up processors. So we gotta work from a more minute perspective, and instead of hammering molten steel, we like hammer a nail, and we fix the stability by adding fucking new planks and taking down shit that's rotted away. You know, some shit needs to be replaced, other shit needs to be reworked, and that's just the facts. And Donald Trump knows that, but he's doing it from a very different level of understanding from a person that's been rich his whole life that really thinks that poor people need to work harder. And so ultimately, he's serving the goals of the super rich. Whether or not he knows that or whether or not it's subconscious what he's doing, but that's what he's doing. He doesn't really care about us. And I'm saying that we need to strengthen the communities, the grassroots communities, to enable them to actually be successful. And this will help out America, in my mind. I don't think forcing people to work harder whenever what you're getting from it is barely enough to survive on, if at all, while increasing the house market rates to such a price that no one who works a like low-level job can own a house, is ever going to help out the general of America. It's never going to increase the prices for like normal people. Like it's never going to make shit easier to afford. So it's going to be a lot harder for people who have parents that work multiple jobs to like grow up and be super successful because of the environments they're in and the lack of education they have. Like we're basically taking a first world country and turning its people into third world comedians, while everybody else on the top sits in the like what a first world should be like. You know what I mean? Like basically, like if normal people can afford better things, then the price for things would go lower because they would be making more affordable options for people that are like in the middle ground, right? Because there'll be more of them there, so there's more of a reason to like produce stuff for them and like actually make something. Sorry, the light's going crazy behind me. I don't know what that's about. So yeah, that's weird, man. Interesting. But no, that would increase the ability for people that are just starting to get into a business to make money. So it increases the economy, like straight up. It makes more diversity in the economy. And the people that are at the top right now don't actually want a diverse stock market. They don't want options for you. They want to make you have the idea of options. So you've got all these people that are just starting and then they sell their companies to somebody else and they just run it off their name. So yeah, basically, or like they own a bunch of stock in that company. Like it's just a shitty deal that we have right now for anyone that's trying to become anything that is worthy of like changing the world, or like I don't know, like become anything of worth to society. It's actually bad because people are just like, oh, well, I can be big, but I'm not going to be as big as them. You know what I mean? It's very bad motivation. It's like scary motivation. I don't know. It's like it's like motivating someone to reach a goal, but then to pass you the ball at the end of the day. Like, you're motivating them, but you're also, what's the word? I can't think of it. Man, refining is one, but that's not necessarily what I mean. You're basically conditioning them to fail, to never like succeed at the level that you can, because you're like, well, Jamie, you can be the best, but you know that I'm the greatest, right? So you should always pass me the ball, you know? So yeah, basically that's what I'm saying. But yeah, no, I'll go inside.